situational
mental errors.
I have a feeling that that field goal would matter a little bit later in the game. Matt Ryan, looking for Austin Hooper, picked off by Chris Banjo. His first career interception for Chris Banjo.
Catch the ball. I mean, if he catches the ball, it's not an interception.
Oh, yeah.
Off the body, into his hands.
Bro. I can't believe it.
Not a fun night for Matt Ryan. Then Michael Thomas hauls in the touchdown catch.
Design play.
Nice play design.
Some call that a pick.
Some people.
Well, you can do that. It's legal down there.
1 yard.
Big old Brandon Coleman helping him there. So it's 17-10.
Don't do it.
Here's Ryan.
He did it.
Is that Julio again? He's trying to force the ball too?
Yeah, the safety wasn't looking in his defense. He thought he could see him.
Really?
Yeah, he turned around right as he was.
That's Julio Jones. Nobody's looking.
But no, he was looking right at Julio. He was looking right at him.
That was Ryan's third interception in his last 4 pass attempts. Fourth quarter, trying to make amends here, hitting Mohamed Sanu for the touchdown.
He was open all night.
Yeah, he was. They double teamed Julio on this play as well.
So we're tied up at 17. 5th touchdown catch of the season. Ryan's 17th touchdown pass. 3rd and 5 here.
Always behind you.
Look out!
Behind you.
Adrian Claiborne gets to him, his 9th sack of the season. You know how that feels, fellas, don't you?
Bring the pressure.
I know how it feels.
I know what it feels like to deliver that hit, Dan.
Matt Bryant hits the 52-yard field goal, so the Falcons go up 20-17. So Drew Brees knows he's going to have some work to do here on 3rd and 1. Play action. Incomplete.
3rd and 1. I didn't too much understand that play call at 3rd and 1.
Did you understand this though? There was holding on the Saints. Dan Quinn chooses to decline. So on 4th and 1, quarterback sneak. Saints keep the drive alive. That didn't make a lot of sense.
That would have been bad either way. Short field goal or easy 1 yard.
Trying to squeeze it in there. Drew Brees picked off by Deion Jones.
Yeah, it all worked out. We'll bail you out, Coach. We got you.
That was Josh Hill that he was trying to get it to, but Deion Jones makes a heck of a play on the ball.
So he actually made a nice play turning to the inside.
Exactly. Linebacker. That was actually a linebacker. Give us our props.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Give us our props.
He doesn't like to give linebackers props. I don't blame him. 20-17 is the final. We knew it would be a good one. It was a weird one, too. Yeah. Dan Quinn said to his guys all week long, it's not going to be an easy game.
With the team during the week, we talked about would we be at our best in 2-minute and 4-minute times today. And I just had a sense it would be that way with this game. The situations were going to be important in the 2-minute, 4-minute, and we certainly performed better on 3rd down tonight on both sides. So I thought that was the story of the game. All the way to the end, it went for it, and I thought Deion Jones made a terrific play to cap it off. But we had a sense it would go all the way down.
Just it's one of those games. Listen, I've never seen anything like it. I've never been a part of a game like that, you know, and frustrating, but, you know, our guys will bounce back.
What do you mean like that?
Just the flags that were thrown.
So needless to say, Sean Payton, not a happy camper, but not much changes for them. They are still leading the division. They have a 4 seed right now. The 2 wild card teams remain the same. The Falcons on the outside looking in, but their playoff chances obviously increasing now that they are 8-5, and they still have a chance to actually win the division if they win out, and they're going to get another shot at the Saints coming up here in Week 16. They have Tampa Bay, the Saints, and then Carolina.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
So your biggest takeaway tonight was what?
Well, they didn't fight and they finished. The Atlanta Falcons in the last few games, they get close or the offense would be anemic. They came out, they did what they needed to do, and they finished the football game. It wasn't pretty. Yeah. They did what they needed to do to finish.
They got challenged on the outside by those corners, and they threw a couple bad. Matt Ryan made a couple bad decisions.
Yeah, right.
But then they figured it out, and they made some plays in the second half. It didn't take a lot. I mean, there's a ton of Saints highlights in this football game, but just a few Falcons ones, but they made enough plays at the end and then held on and made some good plays.
Right, and the thing is, I just feel like, you know, the way that the offensive line, they really just took over. You know, they had a good run game, and you know, there were 3 interceptions thrown.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they got it going throughout the game, and then they was able to close it out.
And a lot of people have been on Steve Sarkisian about his offense.
Right.
Yeah. Did we see the end game of how he made those adjustments when they're in man-to-man?
Did a good job.
And they started to bring the bunch back, and they started to get guys open, and he got them out of man-to-man, got them in zone, and he started finding those holes and those gaps. like when you play a divisional opponent, they know you pretty well.
Yeah.
So they pretty know the makeup of your team, what you like to do, your tendencies. But he figured out what they were doing. He kind of wore them down. You saw Lattimore on the side getting oxygen. He got them out of the defense they wanted to play, and he made adjustments, and that helped their offense move the football.
After one of those interceptions where the pass was intended for Julio, the one that we talked about, that they were just on the same page. It looked like he kind of quit on the route. Julio was yelling at the sideline, and I believe that was Sarkisian that he was yelling at.
Yeah, you know what happens a lot of times is receivers, good receivers will give you input, right? Quarterbacks will give you input, and sometimes it gets heard, sometimes it doesn't. There's a lot going on with the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach and the receiver coach. He was yelling at his receiver coach or somebody. I believe Sarkisian's up top. So let's show you. You want to show you?
Yeah, we have that. You guys, we're going to do a little walk and talk.
It's going to be fantastic.
Watch your steps.
This is exactly what happens, okay?
Willie
dropped his.
dropping
It's okay.
the ball already.
I'll roll without you, man. It'll be fine.
Pablo.
All right, Dan, so I'm going to help you figure it out. So what happened is, so this route that we're going to show you is a 5-yard under route, okay? So, but the coverage they're playing, Lattimore is actually inside, and he has help over the top. So you got a double team basically on Julio, and what he's basically saying is, don't throw me this route. Call something down the field. Change it up, because I can't get inside of him. I can't get in there. Matt Ryan still thinks he's going to try and fight and win, and Julio does have to try and fight and get across his face. He shouldn't throw it. He should come inside. This is a bad play all around. So this happened like 3 times in a row where Matt Ryan was thinking something, the ball bounced off Hooper, but they come back. Sarkisian finds a way. Let's bunch it up. Let's take this man coverage, and let's create some picks and some kind of flow. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring Julio Jones across the formation. That's going to attract the free safety and the man covering him. It's going to put this defensive back on the outside leverage of Mohamed Sanu, and Matt Ryan knows as soon as he saw the free safety cut, I have a nice throw in the back of the end zone to Mohamed. This is as easy as it gets. You got good pass protection, great play design by an offensive coordinator that basically won the football game.
Yeah, and you know the adjustments on the offensive side, I think did a good job and helped win the football game. But also on the defensive side, it took individual players to step up. Young defensive superstar Deion Jones had a great game. What do you have? 13 tackles, 3 tackles for losses, and an interception. We talk about speed. Watch Deion Jones right here. This is Ted Ginn Jr., one of the fastest guys in the NFL.
Oh, for sure.
Watch him track him down. This is in the open field, one-on-one solo. That's a tackle. That keeps him from getting the first down, moving the chain. Okay? Here's Deion Jones again. Watch Willie Snead up top. This is a new play they put in. Straight design. This is hustle, determination, getting there, making the play. This is crucial, keeping them from getting the first down. And then guess what? We're going to go one-on-one coverage with the tight end. He does this very well. One of the best coverage linebackers in the league. Finds him, faces up, goes
Great
up,
job facing him
ends
up, too.
the game, makes the play, seals the deal.
What's cool about that, a lot of times the defensive back or linebacker in that position will turn his back to the quarterback and try to run with the tight end, and then that's why Drew thought, I could just throw this behind him and make an easy throw.
No.
And he faced him up, having enough speed and athleticism to go up and make a play. It's impressive.
Dan, did you like the walk to the wall? Besides Pablo, I'm going to call you out. My back. Keep my stuff tight so I don't fall. I like to look smooth when I walk to the wall.
You know what? I think Willie was hard on the equipment managers.
He was very hard. I'm critical. This is situational football. This is situational
Let's not talk
TV.
about the equipment managers.
This is situational TV.
He's very demanding.
Yeah, they're right.
Very demanding.
Yes.
Injury's a big part of the
Really
game
big.
tonight. Let's
Really
take a
big.
look at some of the notable injuries. You can see Kenny Vaccaro goes out with a groin. Alvin Kamara, Caleb Mete left with a concussion. Trey Hendrickson had an ankle injury. And then Tevin Coleman left later in the game with a concussion as well. For the Saints, you have to have all of these guys, especially Kamara, healthy. We saw how it changed the scope of the offense tonight. He's such a dynamic player. We were looking up some stats earlier in the night, and these two together, the most dynamic duo in terms of running backs in the NFL. They have a chance.
That hurt, too, when he left the game.
Oh,
It's a yin and yang
Because your whole thing, your entire game plan goes kind of out the window because the guy had the ball, 3 out of the first 4 plays, and so that he's clearly going to be involved a lot in the offense and the game plan and the structure. You lose a guy like that, to be able to come back and at least make a game out of it is pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, you look at the game tonight, season low in points, total yards, and rushing yards for the Saints.
He was
So
missing a big guy.
this division, I think, is going to go right down to the end of the season, DeMarcus, which brings us to our another walk and talk. So hopefully,
I'm going to record you. Is this your first walk and talk? All right, now be smooth, man. Make sure you be smooth. Don't walk pigeon
so much pressure. So much pressure from Willie.
Don't walk pigeon toes. Be straight. Nice turn.
Nice turn over the wire, too.
So
That was nice.
You got the NFC South, right? It's led by the Saints. You got the Saints, you got the Panthers right now, and you still have Atlanta. And when you look at their schedule, right now, you know, you got the Saints just lost this game. You know what? They're going to win this against the Jets.
All right.
They're going to win, all right, right here against Atlanta.
At home, okay.
Because the thing is, they're at home,
Yep.
right, going to the Dome, and they're going to win against Tampa Bay. Then you got, you know, the Panthers, right? The Panthers are going to lose against Minnesota, win against Green Bay, win against Tampa, and they're going to lose against Atlanta, all right?
Okay.
And then
He
they
sounds
already
so
got the
confident
win.
when he
He's
does
just
this.
banging
You got to be confident. They're going to win this game,
Impressive.
all right? And then I think the thing is when you think about games that really mean something, you got to bring in the Seahawks, right? They're going to win this game, right?
Oh,
But
that's a tough one now.
it's a tough
That's
one.
at Jacksonville.
It's a tough one. This is in Jacksonville.
That defense?
They've already had their chance to beat the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
They got to go up there to Seattle right now. They're going to lose this game.
Wait. You saying the Rams?
Yeah.
The Rams are going to
go
go to
there.
Seattle
They gotta go
and
there.
lose?
They're going to
In
lose.
Seattle?
Yes,
Okay.
in Seattle. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
The
And you know
Redskins
what?
won
Zeke is
in
gonna be
Seattle.
back. Zeke is going to be
The
back.
Redskins are not in the playoffs.
The Rams should be able to win in Seattle. That's what my point is. The Rams can
Zeke
win
is going to be back. Check this out. Lost.
Okay.
All right. Then here's a W
Wait
right
a minute.
here.
We got a lot of 10 and 6s
Right.
up there.
You got 3, 10, and 16. If it goes down to a tiebreaker, guess what? Now the Panthers are out. The Panthers are out.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
And they'll end up winning the NFC South. So for me,
That's impressive.
you know what? The Saints are going to win out on the NFC South.
Wow.
They're going to be doing that
That's
deal.
pretty good.
All right.
Be smooth, dog. Come
Yeah,
on
let's
back.
move. What?
Don't
Check
go
it
too
out.
fast.
Woo.
Don't go too
Wow.
fast.
That's-
There you go.
Boom.
There you go.
There you go.
Speed on both recording it right now.
Way to go, dog. You did that. You did that.
That was very nice.
D-Ware, let me ask you a question in all seriousness.
Yes.
Do you think Willie was rooting for you to succeed or to trip over that wire right there?
Remember, we're linebackers.
Actually, he was teaching me how to walk off
That's
the
good.
stage and go all the way
he
to the
wanted you to
other
fall
end over
right
there. So
on
he
your
was teaching
face.
me.
Before the show.
Before the show.
We're
and then
teammates,
all of a
man.
sudden
I
he
know,
walked over
and you were
here, he
good.
missed
You
his
were helping him out. You were prepping him.
Dan, are you recording us?
Well, I'm actually recording me
He's
right
actually
now.
recording us right now.
Is there anything in that coffee cup?
Act like you've been here before, Dan.
This is so fun
Thursday
for me,
night
Willie.
EndGame. Act like you've been here before.
I'm having so much fun right now.
This is all about you, Dan.
Is that a bad thing?
It's
Ratings
Dan
are up,
Henry
baby.
show.
Ratings are up. We have so much more to talk about tonight on Endgame. What?
Congratulations. Your second interception of the season couldn't have come at a better time in the end zone on a potential game-winning drive. What did you see?
Coach just called a great call, and I played it to the best of my ability. I felt like they was going to try me because of the call, and I just had to bow up for my brothers, man. That was it.
Dion, at halftime, your coach Dan Quinn said to you guys, this will come down to the final 2 minutes of this game. On a night when your offense struggled at times, how did the defense clamp down in those final minutes?
We always got our brothers back. They go out there, and they pass the baton to us, and that's just how we roll. We just changing the baton, passing the baton to each other, and making the most of our opportunities.
Congrats on a great win, Dion.
Here's a look at the Twitter leaderboard tonight. Mentions Matt Ryan leads him at 33%. Talk about coming back after a bad game. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, but they got him to step up when he needed it the most. Another fourth quarter comeback for Matt Ryan, tied with Matthew Stafford for the most since 2015. What did you see from him tonight in the end?
Well, he got some help from the running game. We showed some of the plays earlier. They were playing a lot of man coverage. I mean, so we'll just show you. We got a clicker here. Let's take advantage of it. We got 10 guys. 10 guys at the line of scrimmage. And you got Julio Jones and Mohamed Sanu, which is kind of a threat, I would think, from the defensive standpoint. So you got a play-action pass, and what you're going to get, I'll pause it right here, they're actually going to get a post and then a corner, and he's going to come out flat. It's a one-on-one man beater. You got safety help over the top. You got a nice drop, good pocket, a little bit of pressure in your face. Puts a great throw to the outside, and he makes a nice play. That all comes off the running game and then loading the box. Same thing. I'll freeze it at the action. So what you get is guys' eyes in the backfield. You have outside leverage right here by the cornerback. And what we're going to try and do is just find a little bit of space behind here for Mohamed Sanu. So with the play action, obviously they step up just enough, and he's able to hit a nice little crease in the back, 10, 12-yard area, and a big play for Mohamed Sanu. So the run game helps these kind of plays, and when they're really rolling, when they were rolling last year, this is easy stuff. But the run game really made all that happen.
Matt Ryan and company trying to, of course, defend their NFC title. The first thing they have to do is win the division, and with this win tonight, they still have a chance
They got a shot.
to do so. Looking pretty good as they stay.